Hey YouTube, Master Owen here again. Not again. Hello there YouTube, Master Owen here. Yes, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make player tracers. You know, the little hacks that have a line attached to your body and goes to every single player in the room. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that, and it's really easy to add more lasers. Literally no connections possible. If you do not want to make this yourself, I will have a version published called Owen's Player Tracers. It's going to look like this. It is actually in beta. And it won't pop up in the store until a few hours after this video. Because I have to add more stuff to it. Just gotta fix it. But yeah, if you don't want to make it, it's gotta be 250 tokens in the store. Just set your account name to that. Okay. Anyways, so first thing you want to do is you want to spawn in some laser pointers. So, you know, these little things, you do not need beta. Let me move that out of the way. For this, like, you do not need beta for this. Period, actually. So the lasers look like this. They're synced and all that. So you want to actually configure it and turn off syncs and turn on scale length. Alright, let me show y'all what I mean here. This is what it should look like for you. You should be turning off sync and turning on this. Okay, so now you want to configure your laser pointer and go down to tags. Remove the laser pointer tag and just add point to it. So the only tag that should be on this laser pointer is point. You then just want to clone this down 3 times. So we're going to start with 3 tracers like this, and then to add more, just keep cloning them, and then they're automatically going to reset, and blah 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 blah. We don't really care. We just want to hack. So no one else will be able to see the lasers except you, because you put your username there inside the circuit. So next, grab a get player by account name. It should be a chip that looks like this. I know I'm not using player view because it's boring. And you just want to go to this string here and put in your account name. Then your player output should pop up over here, like that. Alright, I'm going to switch to player view now. Alright, so now once you have this account name, you actually want to spawn in a way of power. Now, for circuit that you guys can buy, it's just a bool. But for here, we're just going to be using this. Now, this won't be tracking you, but this will be tracking other players. So, what you want to do is you now want to go and spawn in a event receiver and configure this to update 30 Hz. You now want to grab a if chip. Now wire up accordingly. You then want to get a a record object get all with tag. That's really important. And set this tag to point. It should now be 3 because we have 3 lasers. But you actually want to spawn in a room if local player is room authority chip. Actually gonna yoink, 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 like this. So then there's no networking. Well, there will be, but just like very, very little. Grab a for each. And go to this else. Grab a from Rec Room object. See, Rec Room object, we're gonna put this here. I'm just gonna go grab a laser pointer, set enabled. And then as you see, all these turn off in an instant. Now just grab a set transform. And then grab a vector create. This is so that when the lasers aren't being used, they're just going to go to 0, 0, 0. Make sure to also set this to rotation. Bam. They're all gone. Where did they go? What is that? Okay, now when it is true, go to the for each and go to a from Rec Room object. Now, first of all, grab an if player is local chip. Then grab these. Making sure to set these on. Meaning we'll need another one of these. Is local. Run on this. It's just so then only we can see it. I'm not local. Okay, hold on. I went a bit too far here. So, yeah, actually connect it like this. We will need a sequence or a 0 tick delay. So then it can control when it's on or off. Sort of. We're gonna come over here. Now we're not gonna wire this loop to there. We wanna check who else is in this room. I'm gonna have to invite my alt account in here so that we can actually test it. But we'll need oh god. Hold on. We'll need a get all players. Slap that over there. So wire that to this items thing. I know I'm going way too fast, but I'm not really concentrating. I'm gonna go grab an if. Equals. And then this is going to be your account chip. Otherwise, we have a set transform chip. We'll need a int, a variable. Make sure it's not synced and name this index. We're going to set index to 0. When it's done with this, that should just be running. Call this up here. Grabbing an add chip. Add this by 1 and hook up this up to the else. Just kidding. Bam, bam. Like this. Alright, so we're gonna grab a player body position chip. Hook this up to your thing down here, set this to position. Now for rotation, this is gonna be the exact same thing from the previous video. We grab a subtract chip. And we do a get position. We need 2 of these. So we get the position of ourselves and the target. Subtract them by each other, and that's your rotation. 700. Yeah. Alright, so now you want a list get element. Hook that up to the list. Element is index, and that's your value. Alright, I'm going to skip forward to where I'm going to let my account join, and we're going to give this a quick run through. There will be bugs, but that's why we were going to have an alt account in here. It's just some of them we can do bug fixes and all that. Alright, so my alt account is currently joining. I did make some changes. There are some errors right there off the bat. We cancel those off. So yeah, my alt account is currently in the room. I'm going to move him over to me. As you see, we get this error. If we click on this get element, we'll get this. Let's clear this and actually grab a subtract chip. You want to subtract the index by 1. But you want to set index back down to 0. If greater or equal to then we'll need a list get count. Throw that over there. If index, then send it back down to 0. Does it again. We'll get the error again. Don't question. So we can try hooking up here. It's why we experiment. And pretty much as you can see, it is working, but it's facing the wrong way. Meaning we got these swapped. So I'll swap the subtract chips and give it a run. We now have a pointer that's pointing at my alt account. How many lasers are in here? Just one. There's only one being used on me. We then configure this rundown and set this to 90. Now on my alt account, he can't see the laser. It's because it's not synced. But for him, it isn't on. But for me, it is. So for every single player, this should work. And then you can just add more lasers as you go. The other lasers are under the map somewhere. Honestly. So if I turn it off, we can try and look for these lasers, but honestly, alright, they're all over here. So we can just turn it on. So this index, it's just gonna stay at 0, it looks like. Dude, there being only one. To verify this, we can just spawn in a text. ToString. I mean, you don't really have to do this. This is for debug purposes. Turn off sync for networking purposes. Zero. It stays at 0. My alt account just sees it as text, but for me, it's just that. But yeah, that's how you make basic laser pointers in Rec Room. So let me just delete every single one and show you the difference between this handmade one and mine. Make sure you clear your logs out for this if you got any errors. So once you spawn in my trackers, my tracers, you're going to get this error once you set it to your username. Check your logs and turn it on. This is what's going to pop up. It's going to say player tracers v1.4 open. Right now it's private. This is going to be open. There is currently no tracers being set off. So to refresh it, just go to Tools, Circuits and Debugging, Test Event Parameter, and type in refresh. Send this test event. Go back in logs, and you'll get this. Master Owen all is on green, and you have this. An amazing tracer that tracks him down. So, without further ado, that's our video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If this does not work for you, please comment down below what needs to be fixed. Or you can just buy the open beta circuit. If you want it for free, I will post a demo version as well, so you guys can test it. This will only be a V1. The demo won't be updated. There's not going to be any logs, no refreshes. You just have to keep turning it on and off until you get it right. If this video does work, I don't really know if it fully works because I only have one friend online. I don't know if it works for two. But if it does work for you and it works for more, good. If other people says, "What's that laser on you?" it's because it's not synced. It is synced. It's just it's on for them as well. So you can probably make a system that turns it off. That's it for today's video. Hope it helped. See you guys later. Remember, if you guys want to be in my classroom, there's the room. MakerPen class/activities. I can go on my watch, or MakerPen activities. That is the room. Join on in. I'm starting class later today. Maybe. If I'm not starting class, send me a friend request. Send me an invite. Message me. Do whatever. Join the club. send a message there in the club chat. If I'm not online, I'll be online tomorrow to teach circuits. At around like 10 a.m. my time. I don't know what time it will be for you guys. But yeah. See you guys.